flashing in here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like in the metaverse.
I need to
Time
go
Yeah,
into
you're right about
settle.
that,
extension.
girl. You ain't wrong.
Well, there's our
Damn.
streamer. Go, go,
Hey.
go, go, Nick, go. Go, go, Nick, go.
Look at this little
Just look how
onesie.
you running.
A little swansea.
I swear to God.
You know, you're with you with a group of ladies
Oh, is
and
that
y'all
what that
doing
fuck that is? Okay, bro. That's cute.
Yeah.
Poor Sue.
Superman.
I made it.
Yay.
Welcome back, Stuella.
Hello, hi. Is that in the audience? Is that
Where'd you
Centra?
go?
Centra, is
Yeah,
that you?
yeah,
Get
I
over
think
here,
so.
Centra. Get on stage. What are you doing over there? Come
Come
on.
on
Is that?
down.
Come on down. Don't talk. Let's have a conversation.
Sue, you
I
promised
think we should
today
just.
you have to play a game after the live stream.
Oh, son of a.
Do
Oh, I
Dungeons
have
of
to.
the
What game is
Eternity.
she playing?
Either
Oh shit!
Dungeon of
Don't
Eternity
say it. Don't say
or After
fall.
the Fall. Mhm.
Not yet. Not after the fall. Not yet.
Fuck
But
After
fall.
the
Dungeons of
fall.
the Eternity is
I
really
have
good
both of
too.
those games.
And I
We're
love
gonna
they
play
just
Dungeon.
Dungeons of Eternity just did a
Oh,
massive upgrade with
I
new
have never
scenes and
played it, but
everything.
I've
Cool.
owned it since
It's
2023. I bought like Dungeon
it's
of
next
Eternity
level.
after the fall, a bunch of those games in 2020. I spent like
It's
300
next
bucks on
level.
games in 2023.
all right,
And I
y'all
Yeah,
ready to
so
just,
we're
start?
playing
You ready
Dungeons
to
of the
start?
Eternity after the live stream.
Okay, we have to play Dungeons of Eternity, Nick.
Yes.
I have it. I went
And
in
it's
there.
four
Yeah,
people, so a
yeah.
whole
So,
squad.
oh, Rose is like, what about me, motherfuckers?
I guess I'm not in the score.
Rosie, you coming? You
you are
coming? You
definitely, I
No,
coming?
wasn't coming. I
Okay.
was invited.
Uh,
I'm just here.
I don't
You're
have the
hustling.
game. No, I don't
Oh,
have the game. I'm good.
do you have the
damn,
manifest?
sis.
Okay, all
I
right.
have
Are you ready
after
to
the
start?
fall though. I'm ready for that.
Look,
Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
Get both of them.
that's what it is. It's not my headset flashing. It's these.
I
It's the
do
lights you
have
have.
a
Lights.
bunch of mushrooms, guys, for this
Okay, well let's
weekend.
smoke.
Like I do have shrooms.
Daytona's gonna be here this weekend.
Oh, Daytona
Ooh.
vibes.
Yeah, he'll be here from the ninth, like from Friday to Monday.
When you
Yep.
see my brother, you look at him and go like this. Tell him, you know what you did. You know. And be like, that's
It's been
from
a
Sue.
year
And I
since I seen his
don't.
ass. It's been a whole
I
year.
Oh
know.
That's crazy.
Just
wow.
tell him that's for me. Or kick him in his like keep hitting his shoe like this. Boop boop.
He needs it.
I just-
Fucking bitch. She's so
All right, let's start. All right, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, we're live now. We're good.
Oh, we're live now. All right. What's up, everybody? If you were just at Indie Tours live stream and you're joining us from over there, welcome and thank you for joining us. And if not, then go check out that one later on if you want to look at some really cool worlds. We had 4 amazing creators today. So you don't want to go, you do want to go check that out. And guess what, no, ladies, people, ladies and gents, look who's beside me. I'm so excited. She is back in action, Miss Sweetest Flower.
I've been busy, living life, taking care of my kids, working, doing my big one, but I'm back. I know y'all missed me not.
Whatever. I always miss her. So, and then of course we got Miss Royal Rose on my right hand side over here, and next
Hi
to her
everybody.
is Miss Boss Leo. N-
Hi.
Nina Love Nina Ross is I could hear you talking through his thing. It's so funny. So Love Nina Ross is still out during recovery. Make sure to
Mm.
go check her out on Instagram so that way you can follow her journey to yeah, she's healing amazing. And she's still lem- let me just put this out there real quick. She's still live streaming. Like this woman is like seriously amazing. She's still live streaming on TikTok her whole journey and everything. I mean, like she was like so vulnerable with how her recovery is going with the drainage and the puffiness and things like that. And I
Oh,
think it's just so amazing like how open she is about that journey cuz surgery is fucking scary, man.
mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is scary, guys. All right.
Mhm.
All right. I got my joint here. I'm going to start smoking that up so that way we can stir up some conversation, which you've missed
Mhm.
out on a couple of conversations. Were you here for our soft girl era?
Mm-mm, no, no, that
Mm-mm.
was week before last.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, that
You
was
want
last
any
week.
last week?
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. Last week we talked
Two
about
weeks ago.
how your
Yeah, okay, so that
influence.
was right. The week before last, yeah.
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 Mhm.
Last week we were talking about the influencing like people who you look up to, how influencers actually affect you and who you actually follow and support trickles down into your perception and how that actually kind of can create your path in one way or the other. So why it's important to make sure to use good discernment when following influencers. I think that's so important. But yeah, that was the topics that we were in. So they were really good topics, Tyler. We had some really deep conversations, didn't we, ladies?
Yes, we did. A lot of deep conversation.
MetaConnect is going on right now, or about to be going on,
Hey.
right? We got a couple of people out there from the contest winners. We got there's Cloudy is over there from
Hey, Cloudy.
contest winner. I remember when he actually first came in.
Mhm.
I was and he's jetted so far so quick.
Mhm.
Um especially winning that competition was amazing. And then of course
Yes.
DigiFit is over there too, because DigiFit
Mhm.
also I mean, not DigiFit, Dell 3. He won the competition as well, so he's over there. And then we got
Wow.
YG. Hey, we got Baby
Hey,
Angel.
YG.
YG. It's okay. And then Jay Vanity is over there. We got
Yes.
so many
Matt Lau.
yeah, Matt Lau, community members.
Flex.
But I think I really want
Mhm.
to talk about the people that like are out in the community quite a bit. Flexa used to
Yeah.
be very big and hopping around and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I think as the population kind of grows a little bit, it kind of gets kind of scattered and then everybody
Mhm.
kind of goes through their phases and stuff like that. But we're coming
Right.
into winter season, so I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more
Everybody.
creators in action. What do
Mhm.
y'all guys think?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, like have y'all noticed like a lot more creators starting to like be more proactive in coming out more in like events or even just like gaming, like cuz there's so many game shows that happen here in the metaverse. And I don't think you know out there listeners and streamers like the amount of entertainment that you can find in here is not just limited to games or even this tour or podcast. They have game shows that go off. They have shows that will remind you that you make you feel like you were in a Jerry Springer audience. They have, and seriously, they have like, like earlier today from Whippy, she's putting on the Amazing Race. There's just so much entertainment going on, but I have personally have seen a lot more creators coming out now that summer is over.
Right.
I think that's kind of like how we always do. What do y'all guys think? Let's get some.
Yeah, that's typically the way of it, I would say, because, people are just stop being outside and want to kind of go into hermit mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like hibernation, they want to be inside. During the summer, it's beautiful. Who wants to be behind a headset all freaking summer? Not me.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. But it is good for those people that do have disabilities and aren't able to get out there during the summers and stuff to still make sure that
Mm-hmm.
they're having the
That's true.
socialization. So I
Yep.
think that's
Mhm.
that's really cool that they have that type of thing. But like for most people, like they don't. Like I know me, if like when I'm in Florida, you'll never catch me inside during the summer. You just won't. Even like you'd be like, oh, it's so hot, but not really because the sea breeze is just beautiful. When you're on the beach or you're on a boat, to be honest with you, because I do boating every usually that heat don't bother you, man. You be out there sneaky drinking. Like I love Florida. I
Mm,
do. Sweetest is leaving to Florida.
I'm gonna be moving there next
mm,
year. Yes, I am.
Oh,
I'm looking for
mm.
some
nice.
beachfront property right now as we speak to purchase. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay. We're gonna go. Very
Yes.
nice.
Yeah. It's so nice to like live where people vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the truth is, like, I feel like I did everything in there. So I don't know. I'm gonna go to Minnesota with boss.
Hey, that's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Move over, boss Leo. No, just
Wow.
kidding.
Let's go visit Boss
I'll
Leo
go
in
over there.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be
Mhm.
beautiful.
Uh-huh. And
Beautiful
then
winter.
and then this summer I just go chill with the sweetest. Look at
If
Mhm.
that.
I'm there,
I,
I'm gonna be all over the place. Gonna lay down some roots here because I have a house here out here already in Texas that's paid for. But when I move to Florida, I'm gonna buy something. But then my best friend is moving to France. I'm gonna buy something out there too. So I plan on spending like 6 months in the stateside on the Atlantic side of Florida, and then I'm gonna spend time between France and Bali because I have another girlfriend that lives. She just purchased a house in Bali. So I'm gonna be all over the place. Like this is my era.
Mm.
This is where I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be working
Nice.
remotely, doing telehealth. I'm gonna be just running my company, doing everything, taking care of me. This
Mhm.
is the era.
Yo, that is
that's
And
so
guess
fire.
what?
beautiful.
When
Go
you're
Nice.
ready to come
sweetest.
visit wherever I am, you're gonna come with me. Wherever I'm at. La
Aw.
Suela.
Period.
I'm gonna go over there with my little
Mm.
booty shorts. She's gonna be like, "Go home, get the
No,
fuck out of here."
No.
no way. I'm gonna be slapping your booty. Are you kidding
I mean,
me?
like, this is how I come. Like,
And I'm gonna love you
yeah,
regardless of how
I
you
swear,
come.
I swear to, I don't know, like, you're like at home, like I like I don't know. I have to like I just wear booty shorts all day. Like that's all I wear is booty shorts.
I don't
Booty
think I
shorts,
own any
booty
booty
shorts,
shorts. I'm
booty
not gonna
shorts.
lie.
I love
Ooh.
me some fucking booty shorts, man. I ain't
Mm.
even gonna lie. Like I
Well, you
probably
got a
should buy
nice butt.
stock
that's
in
why.
Mhm.
a big ass.
Mhm.
That's what,
Mhm.
a big
Got a
butt.
big
I
old
showed baby
ass.
I showed baby Angel this morning. I was like, look at this fucking big
Ooh.
ass.
Mhm.
I was looking, I was
That's
like,
funny.
oh, okay. All right,
Right?
Sue. Giving up to the juicy booties in his house.
Right.
Hey.
Hey.
Y'all are so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Booties.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be coming in here with these avatars, right? I'd be like, damn. If you could just come like if you could just like, push a button and then your face be on, like I would be made up all the fucking time. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But
Mhm.
I'm not a person that wants to sit there in the fucking mirror forever putting on makeup. I just can't. I just
Mhm.
don't do it. Plus I get too impatient and then when I'm impatient, this eye will be good and this eye won't.
Yep.
You know
Don't
what
even
I
get me
mean?
started, girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's not
so
my calling.
Mm-mm. All right, so let's get on some talking about a metaverse. We should probably talk about the metaverse.
Mm.
I know it just feels like we haven't caught up in so long, so it just feels so
Right.
Yeah.
good to kind of like catch up and be like, what's going on, man?
Mhm.
So what is going on?
Mhm.
What is going on with y'all? And the metaverse. What's happening? Let's start with Baby Angel. What are you excited about this Meta Connect? Like, or what's going to be coming out?
Yes, I'm hoping that they're going to be introducing like a pair of glasses to replace this headset that are like very affordable. Because I got to tell you, my neck feels so strong with this headset. I said, "Oh no, Lord, I can't take this. I do not want no thick, strong neck."
Mhm.
I
So
feel
I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking
you.
forward to like a lighter option when it comes to the headset.
Well, there
I
has
would
Definitely.
be
been.
willing for that, especially if I could wear it out. I don't care if that shit is 5 grand. I'll buy
Woo!
that.
Yeah. Oh, that would
Like
be fire.
I
Oh.
would buy if I could just wear like the Ray Bans or something like that and
Oh
not have
man,
to
that would
be
be
in
so
this
dope.
shit. Y'all would see me a whole lot more because if I have to
Mhm.
choose between my real life and this shit, come on now, let's be
See,
real. Like,
right. And I think that, so there are whispers that there's going to, there was whispers that number 4 would be kind of revealed or announced
yeah,
at this Meta Connect. And I'm not
that'd
gonna
be
lie,
dope.
Yes.
When I first came on, man, I used to sleep in this bitch. I was on
Me
here.
too.
I don't even know how, to be honest with you. I swear to God, I don't know how, because my tolerance level now is 2 hours. After 2 hours, I start getting a headache. My neck
Mm-hmm.
starts hurting, my shoulders. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I want to take it off. Like if I just wore a bra all day, and I got off of work. You
Mm-hmm.
get what
Girl,
I'm
you ain't
saying?
lying.
you know so like
That's a name.
I am excited to see to see about like this for if it's lighter or not, because
Mm-hmm.
not for nothing, VR is going to be going up against, right,
Mm-hmm.
the glasses, AR glasses.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their competition is going to be at. And when you talk about consumers, the majority of the consumers that we're talking about are like sweet as fuck, right? Those are the people that we're trying to reach,
Mm-hmm.
that would benefit because they see a benefit from it, right
Yeah.
now as it sits trying to get other people out there, they don't see the benefit of having it, right, because it doesn't benefit them. And why would they even try if when they put it on after they take it off, they physically don't feel right? And you have to remember the majority of those type of people are really conscious about how they physically feel, right? And then they make conscious decisions not to put themselves in places or in things that don't make them feel good. So how do we convince those people to come in here with a 10-pound headset?
You can't.
That's been, you can't. It's been really
Yeah.
hard, as you see. Some people come in because
Mm-hmm.
they instantly connect with somebody on an emotional level, and that brings them back in, right? It fed something enough for them for a second to come back and be like, oh shit, that was cool. Let me try it again. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
in those instances, it's really up for us to kind of like, all right, this person's coming in here, right? Now, how do we keep them in here? We're definitely not going to keep him in here by throwing him to the wolves. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And being
Yeah.
like, and then like showing him, because like, let's be real, man, the metaverse is any social setting, just like a city, can become toxic, right? And has toxic areas. That's
Yeah.
just how society fucking works. And to think
Mm-hmm.
that it's not going to exist like that would be ludicrous, because we're still talking about human beings. So I'm
Right.
really excited to see how Meta is actually going to implement that part, and if they even considered that part into what they're going to be releasing. So like that's what I'm really looking forward to for me. You know what I mean? How
Mm-hmm.
about
Yep.
you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How about
Mm-hmm.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel the same way. I think that a lot of people, like my social circle, um, like on my early Saturday mornings when I'm meeting up with my friends at the country club to play golf and I'm talking to them about like the metaverse and stuff, a lot of them see the value of it. Therefore a lot of them are forward thinking people. These people didn't come become successful by not keeping their eyes open for what the next big thing is. So they see the value in it, but they just don't understand how it can be used and actually be a part of their daily life without them having to sacrifice their social life, which is a huge part of who they are in their community, because you literally have to rush home, put this headset on, and like today, I met up with a couple of my friends. We had like happy hour after work. We're talking about business. We're doing our little 1-2s. And I'm like, okay, well, you guys, I got to go. I got the podcast. I got to be there at 9 o'clock Central. I'll talk to you guys. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. I have to literally separate myself completely to immerse myself in this space to be here where I had to yank myself out of money talks. They're not doing that. They'd be easier for them to just be able to put the headset on, put not headset, but glasses, be like, hey, like a cell phone, step outside. Hey, I'm about to go meet up with these people real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go sit in my car for about an hour, do this little
Yeah.
podcast, do this, do whatever, do this, whatever. And then they do that and then pop back in. That's a lot more feasible than you having to yank yourself out to be connected to like a wire to be connected to here so that you can, and then be immersed and just be like completely can't see. I can't see shit going on outside of me. You know what I
See,
mean? It's not. It's very different. So they see the
Yeah.
value. It's just not something that it can be utilized effectively. That is convenient for the lifestyle. Like, even I was talking to one of my friends. He is the owner of the largest dog training company here in this region. And he is like, he keeps talking to me. He's like, hey, what do you think about, like, do you see anything like in the VR world, AR, XR, whatever, dealing with, training dogs? Because I would like to like implement that. So people are starting to see the value of maybe trying to extend their services that are usually in person in
See,
VR. He came
but
to me
are
about it.
but are we talking about like the social and see and because this is what I mean by seeing the benefit and making the emotional thing, right? Because I absolutely understand that. And that's what I mean when we do get people that do come in here that is willing to put on the headset, like me, right? Because not for nothing, I did do that. I did go run to my car and plug this up so that way I made sure MD Tours was working. And that was after seeing 16 patients. You know what I mean? This was horrible time during Medicare and Medicaid when they just absolutely didn't give a fuck. And yeah, I went from seeing 6 patients a day to 18 patients a day, 30 minutes. And tell me how you can give fucking effective therapy, real therapy,
You
not just
can't.
any therapy, but fucking neurotherapy that requires consistency and repetition. Don't get me started because I'm getting angry. Whoo, let me calm down.
Hmm.
To for 30 minutes, okay, for 16 of them, and I would go do that. Then I was traveling at that time too, because I'm a traveling medical professional, so I'm gone all across this country and put this headset on and sat in the car and did it. But that's because I was emotionally already involved. I had emotional ties to my creators that were coming here, that I already made that commitment to, that I told them to do that. So for me, that was my benefit. And that's what got me to put the headset on. Right now, to get a dog trainer to come in here to put on the headset, that is in a very different kind of different thing,
It's
right?
all
Like
business,
I
right?
feel like that is more for like it's still good and like hell yeah, we should have a fucking flyer up there for dog training and shit like that. Hell yeah, we should have that going over there. But it's still a part of, it's still a social and environment, right? For that, I feel like that would be really cool, like in Web3, right? Which are the AR glasses are really
Right.
going to be thriving in. And then that's why I'm so passionate about seeing where RP1 is going, just kind of
Same.
watching and seeing where they're going. Because on the professional front, like I can see where a lot of
Hmm.
different type of professions would benefit and would do that. You get what I
Big
mean?
time.
Yeah, because a lot of them already have, right? We have medical professionals, we have Yale, we have Harvard that are already utilizing these headsets, the harder headsets,
Yeah.
right? To
For
for those
surgeries
things,
and all
for
type of stuff.
surgery,
Yeah.
right? But for like you, sweetest, right? You wanted to bring, if you wanted to bring in
I did.
your midwife,
Yeah, I
yeah,
wanted to bring
yeah.
my practice in here and I decided no because the social environment is so toxic. And I was like, there's no way that I'm going to bring something that I've worked 20 years to build into this space.
Mhm.
Well, or I mean, to be fair, a bunch of people that have nothing to lose will just trying to tear each other down for no reason. It gets
See,
like that.
yeah,
I'm just being very
yeah.
honest. I'm very blunt, and so that's
That
the way it is.
that
And
that
hopefully,
is
as things
the
grow and
part.
expand, it'll be different. You'll get a different demographic of people in here that actually are trying to build business and do something here. But
You
outside of
know,
that, when I first came into this space, the reason why I came in here was for business. But I've noticed like a lot of other people, if you listen to their stories for coming in here, it was trauma based.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a
Yep.
lot of trauma based here for whether it be, emotional, whether it be health, whether it be like physical, whatever. It's a lot of trauma based that brought people in here. And you can tell by the way a lot of it, people are treating people in this space and even how they project them because they're not really focused on themselves or focused on trying to like, you know, actually be better. And it gets really bad in here, which is why I usually don't come in
It
here
does,
as much.
and I think that's why, like, also, and I do, but I want to come over to Boss Leo in 1 minute, because we're talking going off of like bringing, as we open up and grow, because like what Miss Boss Leo is doing over here with the diamond resilience is really like grabbing like those type of innovators, right? The ones that aren't in here for that, right? Because you're going to have users no matter what, right? We need users. We have to have a certain amount of socialize, like, and there's going to be toxic people, unfortunately, right? But we are growing you know what I feel like? I don't feel like we're growing so much just in Meta Horizons. I feel like it's just has expanded. Um,
Hmm.
past the walls of just Meta Horizon as far as like what we're growing into. But Miss Boss Leo, I want to bring it over to you and like really talk about the diamond resilience, because you saw like we really needed to get people that was really like on what Sweetest Flowers level, talking about, and not the
Right.
toxic people. And that's kind of what you're working on over there, but with creating the diamond resilience, right? Am I right? Um, yeah. Nick, come
Yeah,
on over here
absolutely.
to Boss Leo.
He's
I know you're
stretching.
bored, okay? We get it.
No, no,
Well,
I
that's
can
like
I
with
can
like
see
with Boss
This
Leo, that's
girl
to be
talk.
I
expected because
can
she's
see
a
everybody
businesswoman.
because I'm on
She's you can
my
tell by
camera
the way she
orbit, so I
carries
can see
herself, the way
everyone.
that she deals with everything, the structure, all of that. And a lot of the people that yourself, like you yourself, surround yourself with like Royal Rose, and it's going to be the same vibe, but outside of that little silo is very different.
Mm, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's why I
Mhm.
think you just don't, I've gotten to the point. I'm gonna be 43 out there. My birthday's on September 17th. I'm so excited. I'll be 43. And like as I am approaching more into my mid 40s, my gives a fucks don't care. I have now transitioned into the part of if I wouldn't do it in real life, I'm definitely not going to put up with it here in the metaverse. There is no separation as far as like how I deal with my empathy, how I talk to people, or my approaches, because it would be the same energy as
Hmm.
Teresa would be giving to you if Teresa saw you in your face. That's just, and it took me a while to actually kind of get that place because I came in here on a trauma bond, but we already know of all of that, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. I do want to get to Miss Boss Leo though, because you're right, she is a businesswoman, and that is why I surround myself with y'all fucking bitches because I love y'all.
We love you
Y'all are
too.
bosses. Y'all are boss bitches.
Love you long
Love you
time,
too.
Suella.
Mwah. Yes. All right.
That's a
Okay,
lot of
boss.
perspectives. What's the question? Or what you want to know?
I like the diamond resilience. Like, what, what, what did you see that you were like, this needs that? Like, we need to build a diamond resilience, a team of creators and developers of people that were serious on business, especially in this kind of environment. Like, what did you see that was
Hmm.
lacking? Yeah, that made you
Yeah,
make it.
absolutely. Um, there's a bit of a transition that happened when you're a creator here, you create with a lot of people, and this space is new to a lot. You're experiencing things for the first time. You're able to express yourself in a safe space, and like Sweeta said, a lot of people come here kind of have that trauma, and so they come here as a form of escapism, and we're all
Mm,
bonding through that through our creative expression, right? But
mhm,
when we're ready to elevate, where it's like, hey, like I came here unexpectedly, I found healing, and I'm ready to like elevate myself to the next level. Some people just aren't at that place where they just stuck. They want to stay in here and versus like going out there and to the real world and making it serious. And I've seen that period where when you got a taste of what your life could be like, it's like, hey, like, are you really living a fantasy or are you gonna make this a reality? I'm in a space like you see your potential, you see what's available. Let's go after that, and that's something that grows. However, when you're on platforms, creator platforms, there's that limitation that kind of blocks that
mhm,
growth, right? And puts you at a disadvantage. And that causes conflict because you're feeling like that peace got it's getting disturbed, like someone like breaking into that safe space that you created for yourself to grow in that area. And that's how I felt like coming in, into this space. Like there was a lot of that cold shoulder, people that have towards you energy, and it wasn't inviting. But one perspective that I end up getting from that is that, what, I guess you're born to stand out, right? Like why fit in when you're born to stand out? You just have to create like your own path. And eventually that's what it did. So when you're just you say, you know what? This is not the environment for me. It's time for me to create my own environment and build the type of culture that I want and the people that I want to attract to that versus like how do I just meet all these people. So I always say like quality over quantity for me.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's how you just
Mhm.
know you're at peace. Cause that's how you know you're in alignment with people and you vibe with them because you've created your own space and that naturally attract the people that you want.
I find that to be very true. Even
Mhm.
in my own experience, right? Because I like not for nothing, even this panel, right, has gone through transitional phases, right, of
Mhm.
it going and this space right here, this stage where wherever we're talking, wherever we gather, is my safe space. You know,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think I think when this started to infiltrate into a direction that I just it didn't feel safe for me, right? I didn't like it. But naturally, it just kind of happened to fall into this, right? And Love Nina Ross isn't here. If not, she's definitely involved in when I said fall into this because I do believe that. I do believe that because it was when I got to my I don't care. I'm good in my lane where I am with the people that are around me, that the people that support me, that the people that show up, that the people that are proactive in showing me that they support me, right? Because there's so many people out here that you do and you do and you do for people, right? And they say they support you. They say they got your back. They say they're 100% there. But it's crickets.
Mhm.
It's crickets on the other end of the phone when you're sitting there saying nothing but good things to people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, that's why this is my favorite season, autumn. Um, since high school, I've always been on the vibe that people change for the seasons. And
Mhm.
when I go into September and autumn, it's a season of change where I switch up a lot. And it's okay to switch up on people because going back to just being in alignment with your purpose and where you're going there. So it's the environment. And I have a lot of people, there's a lot of drama in this space, right? A lot of
Mhm.
drama, crazy, crazy stuff. And I
Mhm.
have a friend and he talk about the drama a lot, but I said, like you kind of put yourself in that environment, like when you surround yourself with those people who have that type of mentality and that's the things you like, you choose to be in the environment. And some people, I guess they're afraid to be alone because they got friends for the first time, but you just gotta be like, you know what, time for a reset.
Mhm.
that's first for the
Reset.
first.
So
No.
it's like, Mark.
It's just-
Girl, she's speaking because that's why I got the hell up off here and started hanging out with my friends again. But I'll be honest. I've known this beautiful woman Sue since May. I got in here in March of 2023. I met Sue in May of 2023. I was there for the very first indie tours.
yeah.
She's been stuck with me since. Like I love this
Yeah.
woman. Like I'm a very loyal friend, and once I see that you're a good person and I can feel you because I'm very hypersensitive and I watch. And once I see that you're a good person, I will literally go to the ends of the earth for you. And I promise you, like what you were saying about quality versus quantity, I was in a space with Daytona vibes, because we have like meta genre music and we do like all of that stuff. So we're attracting a lot of different people. And I've always just kind of been the person, like I'm a businesswoman. I'm kind of like, okay, let me engage. But I realized it became the incentive to engage with a certain types of people that come into this space with on the escapism and attach themselves are not the type of people that I would even accidentally run into in real life. And so it became unbearable because it's for pennies. And so I'm like, let me get the fuck up out of here.
Mhm.
And that's what I did. But I will say that, like this panel, I will say that there's not one person on this panel that I can honestly say anything negative about with certainty. And I think that's beautiful because it says a lot about my sis of the type of person people that she surrounds herself with. Again, back to what Boss Leo's was saying, quality versus quantity. Like that's
Mhm.
it's so important. And even in this space, just like in real life, you don't just have a bunch of friends. Like I've had the same friends that I've had for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
Like all my friends are the same ones. I don't just have, oh,
Mhm.
we're friends today, we're not friends tomorrow. Oh, like how they are in here. Like one day
Mhm.
somebody's your friend, the next day they're not. Are you guys like they're it's like they're socially underdeveloped, because it's like kindergarten or how, I mean, I don't know if you guys have children, but when you have kids, they come home one day they're friends with Sue and Mary Lou, and then the next day they're not friends with Sue and Mary Lou. And then we're best friends, and then we're not best friends. And then it's like it's the same vibe. And so it's just really hard to like be able to navigate that vibe. And me and my sis were talking about it, and she's made for this space. She's beautiful, she's
Yes.
easy to talk to, she knows how to
Mhm.
deal with all the different personality types. Like that is a God-given gift, that she's like an earth angel. She was given all these things to be able to deal with all that.
Mhm.
I was not given that. I was not given that at all.
Mhm.
Only reason why I put this damn headset on and log in here is for this beautiful woman. She's not.
Oh.
And I mean that with
And
my
I
whole
love her
spirit.
so much for it.
Oh.
I do. I do, man. I do. I do. I'm holding on to her. So I can't see
Mhm.
I love you so much. Oh my God. I swear to God. I love
and the thing is, and I feel that so fucking much. And this is, and like all I want to do, right, is my instinct is to look at Meta, right, and say to Meta that the reason why that this persists is because your perception of how you put it out there, of it just being gaming. At what
Mhm.
point are you going to actually acknowledge and realize the socialization and the things that are going on in here that could be something, right? And giving it some attention, because I feel like, if some of these places that hold these spaces that hold these type of energies, right, weren't so just thrown in the dark, right, did we didn't it really be so fucking acceptable? You get what I mean? Like not acceptable, but like just kind of
Welcome back, sis.
continuing to go on. It's kind of like putting the kids, like, oh, so like your kid, right? The kid's throwing a
Hmm.
fit, so we just like throw it in the other room so that way they don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But the problem still exists, right? And whether they want to acknowledge it or not, it is a lot of the people that are using their platform, that is creating for their platform, that is trying to like do something within their platform. There are people that are trying to build this, what they first said they wanted Horizon Worlds to kind of go towards, which was the Ready Player One um experience, right? That kind of
Hmm.
environment, that Ready Player One. We're not where what is where how is this going towards the direction of that, if you're going to completely ignore the psychological parts of social economy in your platform, because you're funding it. I mean, you're gonna fucking throw fire at the fucking storm. I feel like this is like the Medicare. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking funding it. So do something. Take care of it, help out a little bit, promote a
Mhm.
little bit more, give some incentive, give hope, give
Mhm.
something to the people that are using your fucking platform or helping
Mhm.
you shape it for something. So that's what I want to say to Meta when I hear
Mhm.
that. because it's sad that it has to be such a closed network in something that is supposed to be made to connect people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it together, right? Because we're doing it for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're out here doing it. We're talking to people. We're trying to encourage people. We're teaching the people that are not wanting to approach Meta or not wanting to approach the people that are the ones that are representing Meta in this platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, get it together, Meta.
That's cool.
That's what I would say to that. To them.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. Because there are good people in here that are fucking suffering in that mental illness. Okay? Because that's
Mm-hmm.
what it is. It is and it becomes an addiction. It's almost like an addiction to the depression that is being fed just like in this little like niche of things, man.
Yeah, but there's
Which
no
and it
value. It's just like in the medical system, there's no value in the cure or in helping. Like they literally value and they give prizes and they give incentives to the people that feed the mental illness and that
yeah,
actually encourage the power users that are stuck in here. So it's like the more you can
that's the
get people
crazy
stuck in this space and the more that you can kind of like reward that for the people that are actually creating the spaces that those people get stuck in, the better. They don't care about the mental illness. The deeper you go into your mental shithole, the better for them. Because the more money you'll spend in here, the more time you'll spend in here, the more you'll value the space outside of your real life, and that's even better for them. What the fuck? How helping you
that's
does what? Pull you out the headset and
sucks.
make you more mentally sane so you can want to touch grass? They want you touching digital grass. They don't
That's
want you
true.
touching
That's
real
true.
grass. They
That's
want you spending
true.
money on digital clothes. They don't want you spending money on real clothes. They don't want you spending money on your real life. They want you in this shit. So the deeper you go into your shithole, the deeper you go into depression, the more of a power user you are, the better the games you create, the better the immersive experiences you create, the more money you'll make, the more incentive you get, the more rewards you'll get. They don't give a fuck about mental health.
Which is
Let's be
ironic
real.
because if you want to see something, if you want to look at something about because I'm going to piggyback off of that because I'm going to show a visual of how correct that is. If you look at the top creators, right?
Mm.
Do you see them at the club?
No,
Mm-mm.
Maybe once in a fucking blue moon,
no, they're in
right?
build mode all the time.
And now, do you ever see them in fucking headset? Because now they don't have to be.
No, no, they don't.
I
Mm-mm.
know for a fact that I am not in
They
this
they get
headset. I
they get
only come in
paid.
this headset for this.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I come in for one of my friends' events or something that is, um, like major or something that I'm a part of, right? But as far as like coming in and doing the social thing, no, not at all. Not.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
sweetness. Because I like
Exactly. And
sweetness.
and it's the same
It
thing
was
what
like
they do into
sweetness
the
to say.
children. They're
Because
creating this country doesn't care about kids.
thi-
They don't. And Meta doesn't either. I'm
this is
sorry. I'm
how
gonna
it's
be
gonna.
honest.
Yeah, this is how it's gonna connect it though too. This is how it's gonna connect it. Oh no, my ADHD is fucking me up too because I keep having it and just slips. But right, this is all because right, the more and more that you make in Meta, right, the more that you did and you just kept going and building and you became made more of the games and stuff like that, right? You started making a lot more money. When money comes, right, dopamine does release, right? You start feeling more secure. Your nervous system is a lot better and they're not in headset
Mm-mm.
as much anymore
No.
because they're building. You get what I mean? They're doing other creative outlets. They're doing other things other than sitting in front
And
of it.
they've made it
But
easier for them to be able to create because now they don't have to
but
be in the headset to create.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to get to that position, you gotta fucking dig through all the crap. And if you're not strong enough, you will be one of those people that is just coming in to hang out in front of a mirror. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you hear me, guys?
Well, if you're
Hear
not
me out
strong enough, if you're not
there.
connected enough, if you're not wide enough.
Fuck no. I know I wasn't when I first came in. I fell right into that shit. I did. I listen, you cannot learn from your mistakes if you are not willing to even accept that they are your fucking mistakes, man. Right? So, like, I'm a firm believer in that. If you don't know what you're doing wrong, how can you do better? Right? Like, how can I expect my patient to do X, Y, and Z if he doesn't know that X, Y? Right? I'm the trained specialist to tell them, and that's how I feel like when these people do start coming into the program, right? I know that they have a lot of like forms and shit like that, but you have to
Mhm.
remember not everybody comes from a background of literacy
Mhm.
in any kind, right? Like business kind or even like regular kind. Like there's a lot of different, so I just don't think they really prepared for the social part of this whole platform. And I think they're trying to like really figure it out. But then again, they're not at the same time.
I don't think
Like,
they're trying to figure anything out. They have so much data, the same data that you and I have from using, they have 10 times that because they're here
yeah,
watching
I
us like
know.
like we're like in a
Hmm.
petri dish.
Oh, I
So I
know.
don't feel like they care.
Mm.
They don't. And as a matter of fact, they're using that data, flipping it and using it to double down on the children to draw them more, dropping the age, and then creating a whole entire demographic of consumers in the form of children.
Ain't that sad? They're mapping
Knowing there's
people's
pedophiles, knowing there's all this weird shit going on in here, knowing all that, but what do? They said, you know what? We know that there's a lot of pedophiles in here. There's a lot. So guess what? You want to report it, you get silenced, and guess what? Let us drop the age down by 3 years.
Mm.
Was 13, now we're
Mm.
10. Like a
Oh, I
freaking
remember that.
smorgasbord for
Mhm.
for pedophiles. It's disgusting. And I'm not. I speak out and I say what I'm gonna say, and I probably catch backlash for it because I'm on the platform, I'm here, whatever, whatever, and everybody wants to be quiet. But no, it's fucked up, and it is what it is. It pushes
I
mental
agree.
illness. It pushes a lot of things that are the antithesis to society. And until people actually can acknowledge that and push something better, it's going to just get worse. Is going to get worse because you're seeing more and more and more children as you look at every year and you look at the demographic of children, like the demographic of users. You look at the children number going up, 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 double what the adults are. So that means that
Mhm.
they're the ones that are the prey. They're the ones that are being the one that, while their parents are doing fuck all and using this headset as a babysitter, the powers that be, Zuck and all of them, are just doubling down on creating consumers, creating mental illness. If there wasn't any mental illness there, there is now. They're making sure of it because that mental illness is what they can monetize. They can monetize
Oh
that mental
no.
illness. They can monetize that addiction. They can monetize all of it because that's who's buying all this shit in here. And it's sick to watch because I'm a mom, I'm a mother, and
Mhm.
I love children, and and I feel bad for people, and I'm watching it, and you see it.
Mhm.
I'm sure you see it, Boss Leo and Royal Rose, the way that it is.
Yes.
You have people that were actually doing stuff in the real world and doing things, and then you come in here and you're trying to kind of like do it in here too, and then you realize there's
Mhm.
people in here that are in reality like cosplaying a whole business while their whole
Right.
lives are going to shit.
Mm-mm.
They're cosplaying, they're
Yeah.
dumping all of their time, their energy, and their resources into this headset and into this
Mhm.
while they're asking me for $25 to pay their internet bill or for fucking
Oh.
groceries or something while they
Oh
own a
God.
club or own a freaking clothing store or some nonsense that they've spent all their time and resources into when they could have been using that 9 or 10 hours to drive Uber Eats or get a job. But they're so like
Exactly.
delusional. No,
Mhm.
Engulfed.
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Mhm.
I could
Mm.
go on and on because I've been watching this shit for years. It's like,
Yeah. You know what? I definitely used to be completely like engulfed in like build mode and stuff like that. It was like that childlike wonder mixed with my ADHD. You know, you really zoom in on stuff when you got ADHD. So I was like obsessed with like creating the stuff that I wanted to make in here.
yeah, but you didn't let your real
And
life go. You still have your career, baby doll.
oh,
You know what I mean?
nursing school killed my social life already.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You still had it's not like you let this like ruin. I've seen this ruin people's entire life. If they
No.
were in school, dropped out. If they had
Uh-uh.
anything else going, they lost it. If
Oh
they
no,
had a
that's
family,
terrible.
got a divorce. Like I've seen it. I can
Wow. Now
literally
that's a
name
whole
like 20
nother.
people that's happened to
Oh wow. Yeah.
because they get
Oh
so immersed
man.
in here, cheating on their spouse and shit like and dumb shit like that, leaving their like just all kind of nonsense. It's a fucked up place in
Wow.
here. You're muted.
I think it's a tool. It's reflective of what's
Can
in
you
the
hear
heart of
Suala?
man. It could be
I could
very
hear.
beautiful and resourceful. Could
Oh, I
also
could
be
hear.
very
I
ugly.
couldn't
I
hear
can't.
her.
No.
I
I
can't
couldn't.
hear.
Mm, that's weird.
But
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's my take on it. I think it's like
Can you
it's
hear her now?
very reflective. No, I still
No.
can't hear you, but
Everybody
make
else
sure
can
you're
hear
not
her
in a
but us.
call or anything. Like
Was
I
she
don't
in a
know
call
why.
with
It's
you guys
Sometimes
at
it'll
some
be like
point,
that.
Boss and
No.
Royal? No?
it
No.
might be
Mm-mm.
because she was away from her headset, so she might have to
Oh,
toggle her
that
mic.
glitch.
But
That
y'all said y'all
yeah,
could
that
hear
little
her.
glitch.
Yeah,
I
she
could
might
hear
have
her.
to toggle her mic.
Yeah.
That's weird. Because
That's
Royal Rose said
crazy.
she could hear, so that means
Yeah, I
she's
could
I'm
hear
not
her.
gonna
unobserved.
lie, this video that I did is like so dope.
Which one? The one
What
that you
video?
posted a couple days ago?
No, this morning with the sword and the lightning.
Did you already post
Uh-huh.
it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Well, that's designed by the algorithm. They don't show your post to your followers.
That's crazy.
Aw.
Is
Yeah.
that what
What?
it is? I posted my
Yeah.
picture the other day and took it down. I got 3 likes. I said I have
Girl,
15.6
you better
Yeah.
friends,
leave
and
that
I
up.
got
Fuck
3 likes.
that.
I
It don't
said,
matter who
"Damn,
likes
It
did I
be
it.
like
lose
that
it? I
though.
thought
Oh
it
my
was
I
God,
cute.
girl.
feel
I thought it was
Baby,
so
don't do that.
cute."
Don't be
No,
taking down
man,
stuff because of the
that
likes.
mentally effed me up that day. I was like, "Did I lose it? I used to be so cute."
no, but
I
for
thought
real
the
though,
picture was
I
cute. I
feel
kept
that
looking
way.
at
I
it
be doing
sideways.
that
I'm like,
too.
And if
Mhm.
you think
I
it's
didn't
cute,
know
then it's
that they
cute.
did that. Oh, because they want you to spend money to boost it and
Exactly, because
shit.
that
Mhm.
Oh, that's
they focus on
rotten.
advertisement.
Mhm.
So
Mm,
you'll be better
that's
off.
so
But right
rotten.
now, the trick is that you need to post your reel as a trial reel because you'll get more views that
Oh
way.
my.
A
That's
So you
trial
have
crazy.
to do
reel.
it
What's
a
the trial?
trial
There she
reel.
goes. What's the trial
So it's
reel?
basically
You
like
can hear her now?
you,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
you can hear
hmm
you.
Yes. Okay.
It's a
Welcome
trial
back.
reel. I can't even say it. It's like a tongue
I
twister.
can't say it
A
either, girl. I
trial
gave
reel.
up.
A
I don't know
trial
what that
reel.
I
is.
was
What
like
is a
this.
trial
So
reel?
Yeah.
so
So the
it's a
trial.
reel. Oh, you got it?
Go for it. No, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so it's a reel, right? So you can publish it as like a test in the market to see like if people gonna like it, if they messing with it, if they get a reaction to it.
Mhm.
And based on that, you can post it to everyone else, to your actual following. So Meta
Mhm.
is pushing that in the algorithm that just before you post it to your feed, post it as a trial and it will only show it to your non-followers.
Okay.
Oh, and then you could switch it to a regular reel after that.
Yeah,
You just
after
post
that,
it.
once you get
Yeah.
the views up, and then you'll
Huh.
post it to your following, which is a
Look at
small
that.
percentage.
Well, thank you,
Mhm.
Boss Leo.
Yeah,
But it's
thank
a
Mhm.
high
you. I did not
engagement.
know that. Learn something
No,
new every
because it's
day.
real. 'Cause let me tell you, and I said that once I start getting views, I will be so raw with it. Like I've gotten the highest views. You laughing? 'Cause I said raw. I can't say my R's. Stop laughing at
It's
me.
so cute.
You know I'm from Memphis, right? You know we
And
struggle
she's
with the
like, yeah, they
R's.
do.
You know we struggle.
Mhm.
So what I meant to say, I forgot.
Shit.
You said that when you start getting views, you're gonna be really raw
Yeah,
with it
once you get
because
Yeah.
when you get views, like I have recently gotten a lot of views. I got like around 8,000, right? And out of
Ooh,
those
juicy.
8,000, 100 actually viewed my profile and one clicked on my link in bio. So
what the
that
Okay.
tells you a lot about views, and you have those that have millions of views, but it doesn't convert. They don't get the
That
engagement. Like you
sucks.
have people with millions of views, like millions of followers. I mean, millions of followers and even views, and their engagement is exact same as someone with less than 1,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So things to think about in this space.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's really
That's so
interesting.
rotten.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
It's a
I feel
dog eat
so
dog
cheated
world
and
That's
everywhere.
such a
betrayed.
good way to put it. Rotten.
Rotten.
That is
Rotten to the core.
rotten.
Instead of helping
Yeah,
us,
that's
they're
why
just
you have
making
to
us.
build your
Uh,
brand and uniqueness. Like that's going back to what we talked about. Like, are you going to take this serious or not? Because everyone's going to do the same thing. They're going to make the same
Mhm.
content. Nobody's going to really stand out. I mean, in fact, just you being one unique thing about you might make you stand out because everything is the same there. So you have to cover your lane, your own space, like build your brand.
Yeah, I went off on Meta. My bad, Meta. But it just makes me mad because you know why? It does. It's just making me mad because when I hear her talk like that, like I can't defute it. So that means I can't bring her back in more. You know what I mean?
No,
And it
girl.
Aw.
pisses me off because then we lose people like
Hey,
Sweetest. We've
Mavix,
lost
what's
so
up, man?
many
Good to
good
see you on the stream.
creators. So many good creators because of the exact same reason,
Wait,
you
we
know?
have to switch our focus. We didn't lose them. They're still XR.
Yeah, that's true.
They're
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm
That's
still
the
here,
still,
XR.
sis.
Yeah, that's
we're
true. That's
here.
true.
We
That's
just the
true.
world is bigger. There's
yeah.
an
Yeah,
entire
I
that's
ecosystem
love
there
right.
Boss
that's
Leo,
Thank
trying to
man.
you.
Boss
switch
Leo
us.
That's
always
right.
bring it back
That's
to the
right.
center, man. She
Mhm,
does. You know
mhm.
why? Because I feel like because she's been in the space so long and been in different spaces and kind
Haha,
of
I'll
like
tell them
she
hi.
has a
Yeah.
They
different
can't hear me
perspective.
right
So I
now
just
because
always love hearing her
this is
little sweet
their
voice and just be
podcast,
like,
so I'm just
because
Mm.
on
it
mute.
makes so much sense. It gives so
That's
much more
right.
But I will
perspective
definitely tell them
of
you said
like
hi.
the experiences and all that. I'm like, yes, you're right. I didn't think about it like that. I did not.
I didn't
Yeah.
either,
Well,
but
it
you're right.
forced
It
us to.
instantly
It
made
was
me feel
because
better.
of,
Oh,
the
thanks for
reason
the
why I'm
gift, my
saying
friend.
this because I finally just woke up and had a realization. All of this all came from AWE in those
Me
places.
too. Me too.
We're
Yeah.
trying to go mainstream, but we're feeling like this is another space where we are not belonging. And
Mm-hmm.
I tell
Mhm.
myself, like, I've been through 8 years of corporate where I felt like I
Mhm.
didn't belong. And I be damn, I go into another space where I feel like I don't belong and it's limitation. And so it's because of those frustrations that we have that it forces us into new spaces to create. And we talked about this yesterday, like how we're back into that creator mode, like it was when we were in build mode in VR. It's just a different medium to fully express ourselves. And that's where a lot of these
Yeah.
creators have to understand too. Like meta has always been the starting point, and
Mhm.
it just gives you the perspective that you have outgrown the starting point now that you see
Mhm.
that the world is bigger. There's an ecosystem. Like we're fighting
Mm-hmm.
about the meta quest when there's a whole Pico lab. And when I
Yeah.
say 80% of the people who try the Pico
Yeah.
headset, they all said the same thing. Oh my god, it's soft as hell. It's
Yeah.
so soft. Like you would be like, wait, you
Mm.
didn't even know headsets can get this soft.
Yeah.
And they're the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
same price as the MetaQuest. And they have the same ecosystem in the MetaQuest. And they have their own version of Meta Horizon Worlds. Same
Mhm.
thing with HTC. So this is a good starting point, but the pie is so big.
Mm-hmm.
We're still early. Like a lot of people like that left alt space, that left
Yep.
Second Life. They all are successful now, running successful businesses, and they all said that they just got their start here in a metaverse, which people still think is a game for kids. But look
Yeah.
at how they're living now, and even the
Mhm.
kids, who actually are building games. So we're still early. People are making fun of us for charging $10 to play with kids because they don't understand the industry. So we got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Hmm.
And I feel like I've come to that transitional phase myself in my journey here. I mean,
Right.
I've always made it known that I didn't. My goal wasn't successful, but I feel you because I feel like y'all can't do your lane because of the limitation. And for me, all I want to do is help people, right? Like that's the business I'm in, like legit. Like that's my business. Like I just want to fucking help people. And the reason why I did it in here was because I didn't want the limitations that I do have in real life with it, right? Because in order to get my patients to the goal, I have to follow the government's plan for them, right? Not the actual doctor's plan for them, right? That is good. Well, we have to put limits on exactly what we do
Mm.
for them in order to actually, so we're only giving them like truly 10% of truly what they're supposed to be giving, and I didn't want those limitations. So I came in here, and when I came in here and I could feel that I could do something in the same type of terms, right? Because OT is so flexible, it's so interchangeable in what we do. So when I was able to put that formula in here, right? But then I feel like I'm just coming up to the same type of blockages,
Limitations.
right? The
Yep.
Yeah.
limitations, right? And but now not only is it limiting on that one, but it's also was emotionally limiting on me as well, because I couldn't fully and part of it was me because it was a learning curve. Like part of
Mm.
like I just really didn't know how to really approach and keep that kind of barrier when approaching people in this
Mhm.
space. You know what I mean? Because when I'm at work, right, and I'm approaching a patient, I already know I'm approaching a patient. You get what I mean? I know that I'm approaching them, da 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 da. And in here, right, but it's in a safe spot. And in here, when I'm approaching somebody, I'm already assuming that I'm approaching somebody to help them. Do you get what I mean? I just automatically do that. However, it's not in a safe spot. You get what I'm saying? There,
Mm.
so that was a little eye awakening curve for me professionally, like in what I do. Like when I say what I do in here is OT, no, but it is planted and formulated of the foundations of the I don't even want to give out the reference because I know Meta's watching. Like
Mhm.
it's so sad that
Hey,
Meta will
Brianna,
rather
what's
go
up?
out and get
Good to
other
see
people
you.
to try to get tours instead of coming to
Mhm.
a community builder that fucking does been doing tours for your ass for fucking 3 years. That's
Mhm.
insane, right?
Wow.
Crazy.
That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
insane. That's fucking
Mhm.
crazy.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yep.
Fucking crazy,
Yep.
And
right?
it's like they're so
But
detached. I feel
right?
like if there was just people in that position that would just cared enough to just listen to the people just a little bit,
They don't. They
it would
don't.
make
They
a
don't
big
even know your
difference.
creators. They don't know you. They don't know
Mhm.
their creators. When it comes times for shit, they don't know fucking who it is put out there except the fucking
Mm,
same ass people that they have up there. And it's usually
Mhm.
the people that used to get the early release stuff, right? And they were
mm-hmm,
all like that. Those are the people that they get the fucking names from. They don't get the names from. They don't know. They don't come in here. They don't do all those things. You get what I mean? The people that run here are like the Medicare people. They're in the office. They're not on the ground. This is the
that's
ground,
that's
honey. This is the
wild.
ground. We're on the
Yeah.
ground.
That's like not
Okay.
that's like cooking and not like testing your food to see if it has enough seasoning or
But
if it's cooked all the way through or something like that's
that's
Mm-mm.
not
Because
checking
because
up
here
on your
they
Negro.
trying to do
business.
it
That's so
factory.
weird. Mm,
Right, but it's not
mm,
beneficial to
mm.
them.
No.
You're not beneficial. Your podcast, my podcast, this podcast is not beneficial to them. Do you get what I mean?
Mm,
It's not bringing in them money. In fact, us
Mm-mm.
staying in here is costing them money. Do you
Yep.
get
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So,
for
Big facts.
real. That's
so,
crazy.
so
Mm,
why? You know what I mean?
Why do you
mm-hmm.
think they've been pushing games? Because regardless if
They're
them people are in there or not, them kids are in there like bunch of little ants.
and yeah, exactly. And
True.
this is why it's so important to heed to what Miss Boss Leo was talking about just a minute ago,
Yeah.
and what we always talk
Expanding
about,
growth
and it's
outside
expanding
of here. Yep.
and and knowing that this is not be all see all. If it and this goes out to the people that didn't get invited to MetaConnect, because there's some people that are salty out there that didn't get
Mhm.
invited to
Yeah, I saw
MetaConnect,
the
right?
Oh,
And
honey,
Mhm.
you'll
stuff
be
like
all right.
that.
They'll be
yeah.
all right.
You
Y'all
know what I
can
mean?
find something better to
Like
do with your time.
it,
That's
yes,
right.
like
I
like
promise you.
it's
Watch that bullshit
okay.
from
You get what I
TV at
mean?
home.
Mhm.
Honestly, I would prefer it. Honestly, I prefer doing it in VR, not in physical form, so that way I could smoke a joint while I'm listening to a 2 hour fucking speech that I don't even really want to. Can we summarize this to a 10-minute read? Can we?
Mm-mm.
That's me. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's me. I have ADHD. I'm fucking neuro, fucking not typical as much as motherfucking possible. I can't stay still. You get
Man.
what I mean? Like even sitting, like I get jittery, or I need pressure. I am a sensory seeker. I seek sensory, so I need pressure on my body. Like you know what I mean? Like there's times when I get like stims, and I just have to like. It's so fucking weird. Side note, guys. I know like this is like
Mm.
completely off topic, but this is like so
This
it's
girl.
so weird. I think it's so weird, yo, because sometimes I need
Nah.
really hard pressure, right? And so, like,
Mhm.
when I'm not stimming, and if you hit me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But if I'm stimming, and then I get bruises. But when I'm stimming, when I'm getting my sensory input, I don't get no bruises. They don't hurt. Like, it's the most weirdest thing. It's like I transform or some shit. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Mm.
Mm.
Being a sensor, it's weird because any other time, if I'm not stimming and like you went to hit me in the same spot that where I was needing the stimulation at, oh my
Mhm.
God, I'd be the biggest little cry baby ever.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
buddy, what did I do?
That is so funny.
Oh man. All right, we're ending. We are now over because we started late, but we are now over. We got 1 minute left, guys. I want to thank y'all so much. It was such a great conversation and so many different perspectives and opinions and like
Yes, I
like
love it.
on what our viewpoints are. And I love how like they are so different, but yet they are so cohesive. You know what I mean? And I think that's just wonderful. And I just want to thank y'all ladies so much. So y'all know what it is. We're gonna be doing shameless plugs. You know, and if you don't have a shameless plug, you could just, shout me out again. Just kidding. We're gonna start. You want to start with Boss Leo? Okay, Nick's going over to Boss Leo,
Yeah.
so it's Boss Leo. Oh, you're on mute.
She's muted.
All right, there you go. Hello, I'm Boss Leo IO. You can follow me on Instagram at bossleo.io. What is something I have going on? I know I do digital skills workshop with me and a lot of creators. We just come in workroom and work on a lot of skills from building websites to our own animation and film content series, and even building worlds on all types of creator platforms. You can find us on Instagram at bossleo.io. And let's shout out Sue to the Q because she will be playing Dungeons of Eternity right after this live stream
Oh,
today
you
at
dragging it. Oh, she
Remember.
dragging it, sister.
So we got it.
I am so tickled. You have to go, Sue.
I do. I know. Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Roy Rose. Follow me on Instagram for the latest of anything going on the community and horizon. Yeah, and Sue, I love your dresses. Keep doing your job, and I'm always happy to be with such beautiful and empowering women here. Thank you for
Yes.
having me.
Thank you for
Follow
being
me on
on here.
Instagram. Thank
But
you.
and so Miss Rose is also. I know we've been talking about it for like a really long time, but she is going to be the social media manager because she's
Woohoo!
just going to take the
Perfect.
reins and do it. Because
I'm
if
gonna
she
go do
waits
it.
on me,
I'm
it's
gonna do
gonna
it.
fucking take forever.
No,
Okay?
Aw,
I'm gonna do it.
She's
Watch
gonna
out for
do it.
Indie Tours XR on
I
Instagram
love it.
because I'm gonna take over.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Hmm.
And right over here, and then Mr. Nick T, come on over. We have the metaverse
Oh,
and
yes.
meetup Metaverse XR meetup coming up on the 18th, the day after Meta Connect. We are going to have two panelists of specialists in their departments coming to give you their opinions and their view thoughts on what exactly transpired and what went down at Meta Connect. So you're not going to want to miss that. There is an opening act by the Unknown Theater, so make sure to come on in a little bit early. And we do have many amazing volunteers to help you navigate your way, as this is not going to be in virtual reality, or it can be if you want it to, but this is in a Web3 browser. We are going to be in RP1, and you can join VR or mobile or your PC anyway, because it's a website, guys. Literally, we're going to be having a conference and a website, so you're not going to want to miss that. You make sure to come on through. There's a lot of different big hitters in the industry that are going to be there. So yeah, make sure you come on through. That's about it for me. Oh, Thursday we have our tour. Oh no, we're not going to have our tour on Thursday. We're canceling our tour on Thursday, I believe, because Wednesday is my birthday. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There's nothing else in there, but Wednesday is my birthday, and and sometime this weekend I will celebrate it. I think, yeah,
Yes.
at some point. So yeah, all right. Pass it on to Miss Sweetest Flower.
Yes, my name is Sweetest Flower. You can find me on Instagram at sweetestflower_VR. I am the vice president of Meta Genre Music. We are a VR based, XR, Web3 based distribution company. So if you guys are looking for somebody to do all of your music distribution, you guys can still hit us up at metagenremusic.co. You can also find us on Meta Genre Music online. Just Google it and you'll find us on pretty much any platform, from Twitter all the way to YouTube. Yep.
Oh, all right. Hello, everybody. Baby Angel here. We're holding auditions at Next Level Talent Competition. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday and Thursday for the rest of the month. There is a $500 cash prize on the line. So, yeah, come through, pull up. If you got a talent, singers, rappers, poems, voice actors, stand up comedians, you name it. So, yeah, look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Hey.
All right.
Wow, we got so much things going on, man. This is such a busy week. I couldn't be more blessed, though, to be honest with you. As much shit as it is, I am forever grateful for the experience that this headset has brought to my life. It has brought a lot of healing and a lot of transitional points in my life. It was a big point of it. So with that being said, I do want to make sure that everybody out there, many blessings and manifestations, unless ill intent, may that come back to you 2 times.
1,000 times over.
All right.
I missed
And I
her.
just want to say
I
real
missed
quick,
Yes.
her. And you know
I
what
want
that
to tell you
means?
guys
To you
from
and your future bloodlines.
the stream says hi. Mr. Mavix was on there. He says hi to everybody. Susan Royal,
Hi.
Boss Sweetest,
Hello.
Hey,
Brianna.
Mavix.
Brianna was on there. So yeah,
Hey,
just
Brianna.
want to say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks so much for joining. And yeah, we can't wait to see you next week. And yeah, we'll be at the conference. We will be live streaming the conference as well. So make sure to come on and tune in to T VR to see the conference third party if you can't join us. But you definitely want to come in there, man. We are changing. We are changing the way business is done in spatial settings, so environments. You're not, so come on out, and it's gonna be dope. And like she said, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, we out.